Hello students, in this video lectures I will explain you about we will discuss about the mixtures. Mixtures. Most of the material around us are mixture. If two or more substances mix together in any proportion do not undergo any chemical change but retain their own properties, the resulting mass is called a mixture. The substances are called component or constituent of the mixture. The component can be mixed in any proportion. These components can be separated by simple physical processes. A mixture has a variable composition. Now, what is the basic difference between mixture and compounds? Mixture is not a pure substance. Okay. See, what is a pure substance? A pure substances are those in which we have a specific formula. For example, say water. Water is a pure substance. Glucose is a pure substance. Caustic soda is a pure substance. Okay? Marble, sand, these are all pure substance. Because we can write their formula, chemical formula, right? So they have a definite composition. Their composition is not changing from time to time. But in a mixture, this thing is not there. In a mixture, what is happening? Okay. For example, say air. Do we have any formula of air? No, we don't have any formula of air. Rather, we give a specific percentage composition of air. So we say that this percentage of nitrogen gas is there, this percentage of oxygen gas is there, this percentage of other gases are there. But does we give a specific formula of air? No. So that is the reason that air is a mixture. Okay, because if you move from one place to another, you will find that the composition, the percentage or the amount of the gases present, the amount of the component present in it are different. Okay. Now, mixtures can be of three types, or these are the types of mixtures given, 4 types. Mixture may be classified into 4 groups as suspension, colloids, emulsion and alloy. Suspensions are defined as mixtures wherein one chemical substance is dispersed in the other and can be observed as standing particle when left undisturbed. Now let me give you an example of suspension. Say when we mix water and mud, what happened? If you stir water and mud, okay, and then left it undisturbed for an hour, you will see that the heavier particle of muds and the water get separated. Yes? So this is this kind of mixture where one component gets separated from another component on standing, okay, in a solution is known as suspension. Okay, so a glass of mud water is a example of suspension. Colloids are defined as heterogeneous system in which one substance is dispersed, spread or get dispersed as very fine particle in the other substance, called the dispersion medium. What are colloid? Colloid are defined as a heterogeneous system. Now, say milk is a colloid, blood is a colloid. Okay, see, in milk is a colloid of where you will see that different substances are there. Okay, now next emulsion is also there, so there also we can say milk also come in emulsion as well. Okay, in colloids what you will see, the particles are so small that they mix up with one another in any ratio, in any composition, but they do not get separated. Understood? They do not get separated. Yes, one particle does not get separated from another particle. In suspension, what we observe? In suspension, we have seen that one particle, one of the component particle is getting separated from another component particle. But in case of colloid, it is not happening so. In case of colloid, if you leave that solution, if you leave it for years also, then also it will not get separated or it will not come down. Understood? Next, emulsion. Emulsion are defined as colloidal system whose dispersed phase and dispersion medium are both in liquid state. So emulsions are also a type of colloids. As I just now I told you, milk is a colloid. Milk is made up of what? Fat and water. Yes, so it is a mixture of fat and water. But are the fat and water getting separated if you keep the milk? No, it is not getting separated by itself, right? So emulsion, so colloids have another classification where we say emulsion. Now there are two types of emulsion. One is oil in water and water in oil. Okay, butter is an emulsion, milk is an emulsion. Okay, so we define colloidal system whose dispersed phase and dispersion medium. See, dispersion medium is similar like solvent and dispersed phase is similar like solute. Okay, so dispersed phase and dispersion medium are both in liquid state. So both are in liquid state. So emulsions where you see both are in liquid state. Okay, the mixture is known as emulsion. Alloy. Alloy may be defined as the homogeneous mixtures of metals element whose proportion of combinations are often fixed. We know steel is an alloy, right? We use steel. Brass, which is a mixture of copper and zinc, that is also an alloy. So alloy is the mixture of different elements, mostly metal elements, okay, whose proportion and combinations are fixed, but then also we do not have any specific formula. We cannot write formula. Do we have any formula of steel? Can we write? No. We just give a percentage of the components present in it. Do we have any formula of brass? No. We just give the percentage of copper and zinc present in brass. So that is why these are all mixtures. Okay. So I hope one thing you understood, that mixture, they do not have any specific formula like this. Okay. But pure substances, they have formula. Yes, but mixture does not have any specific formula like this, right? Now let us go through the examples. Salt solution is a mixture of common salt and water. The amount of salt can be increased or decreased. Similarly, the amount of water also can be increased or decreased. Brass is a mixture of copper and zinc. Glucose solution is a mixture of glucose and water. Air is a mixture of gases, mainly nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide and water vapor. Okay, so these are all various types or various examples of mixture we have gone through. There are varieties of mixtures we can see around. Okay, just you note, you will find them out. Okay, so try to spot them out. What are the different types of mixtures you are seeing around you? You can write in the comment box. Okay, says these are different mixtures I have seen around my. Okay, after watching the video, you can write in the comment section that said these mixtures I have seen around me. Okay, now the types of mixtures can be classified depending upon their composition. So there are two types of mixture. Okay, one is homogeneous mixture. Let us go through the homogeneous mixture. Now what does the homogeneous mixture? Homo means same, geneous means states. Okay, a homogeneous mixture is one in which there is a uniform means same, You can underline uniform and write same or similar. Mixing of the component throughout the mixture. It may also be defined as a mixture in which the composition is same throughout the mixture. Okay, so homogeneous mixtures are those in which the composition is throughout. The composition does not vary from one part up to another. Okay. For example, say sugar solution. Sugar solution is a mixture of sugar and water. Okay. Now you are taking a glass and you have added sugar in water, right, in that glass. Now tell me, if you pick up in any whether you pick up from the top or whether you pick up from the bottom, okay, the mixture is uniform throughout. That means it is a sugar solution only, whether you take it out from the top or whether you take it out from the bottom. So that is the reason that it is known as uniform. You cannot distinguish that this is sugar and this is water. Once the sugar you have completely stirred, on stirring you will not be able to distinguish that this is sugar and this is water. They share a common state. Understood? So that is the reason they are known as homogeneous. Okay. Petrol is a mixture of hydrocarbon fuels that has a uniform composition throughout. Now petrol is a combinations of many other types of chemicals. Okay, so but all those different types of chemicals are also present in the petrol. They are in liquid state only, which mean they have a single state, same state, similar state. Similar mean homogeneous. Okay, homo and geneous means state. Okay, so they are having a throughout composition with a single state. Brass is a mixture of copper and zinc that has a uniform composition. Now if you see brass, okay, if you have purchased brass utensils, okay, or you have brass utensils at your home, you will not be able to recognize that this is copper and this is zinc. Both are in solid state and mixed so well uniformly that it is very difficult to understand that this is which is copper and which is brass. So these type of mixtures are known as homogeneous mixtures. Okay, learn them with the examples. Heterogeneous mixtures. Heterogeneous mixture is a mixture that consists of physically distinct part which with other different properties. Now what are heterogeneous mixture? Heterogeneous mixture mean in which hetero mean many, geneous means state. For example, say a solution of sand and water. A solution of sand and water. If you add sand and in water, after sometimes you will see that the sand gets separated from that water. Yes. So these kinds, so there you can easily distinguish that which is sand and which is water, because water is in liquid state and sand is in solid state. So due to this difference of state, which is many, hetero mean many, different state, it is known as heterogeneous mixture. So a mixture of sand and salt has different composition in different parts of mixture. Similarly, a mixture of iron and sulfur has different composition in different part of mixture. Now if you add in a container, if you add iron and sulfur, okay, you can easily understand that which is iron and which is sulfur. Just put a magnet in and you will see that all the irons will get attracted to that magnet and you can easily separate out. So these type of mixtures are known as what? Known as, say, heterogeneous mixture. Understood? So you will go through the examples of heterogeneous and homogeneous mixture nicely. Now some examples of mixture. Solid-solid mixture. Solid-solid mixture is a mixture contains two solid as component, then it is called solid-solid mixture. Okay. For example, brass. In brass, you see there are two solid components, copper and zinc. Okay, so it is a homogeneous mixture. Copper and zinc, they get mixed in a single state. Next, bronze In bronze, copper and tin, it is also an homogeneous mixture. Steel, iron and carbon, homogeneous mixture. Solder, tin and lead, homogeneous mixture. Gunpowder, charcoal, sulfur. Okay, so these are all homogeneous mixture. Solid liquid mixture, so in which one component will be in solid state and another component will be in the liquid state. For example, sand plus water is a heterogeneous mixture. Clay plus water, common salt and seawater. Iodine, methyl alcohol, okay, sugar, water. So these are all solid liquid mixture, okay, in which one of the component will be in solid, another component will be in the liquid state. Liquid mixture, oil, water, mercury, water, methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol. So where two components both are liquid, then it is known as liquid mixture. Solid gas mixture, for example, smoke particles of soot suspended in air. Okay, so in smoke you will see one soot particle, that black massy particle is known as what? Soot. Carbon, actually it is a carbon, pure carbon. Okay, so that is mixing with the air is in gaseous form, so that is why it is written solid gas mixture. Dust, fine sand particles suspended in the air, so it is also, dust is also what? A solid gas mixture. Liquid gas mixture, ammonia plus water, ammonia is gas, okay, hydrogen chloride gas plus water, okay, solid sulfur trioxide plus water. So these are all where you see liquid gas is getting mixed with the liquid is getting mixed with the gas. Okay, so where you see liquid and gas, they are mixing, so it is known as liquid gas mixture. Okay, next we have gas mixture. In gas mixture, we see that the two components are in gaseous, say ammonia plus hydrogen, carbon dioxide plus nitrogen, chlorine plus ammonia, chlorine plus sulfur. So here you see that both the components are in gaseous state. Okay, now this is important, you will learn table 3.6 nicely. Okay, difference between compounds and mixture. This is very important. Here it is all the points which you have learned in mixture and compound is sum up here. Okay, so you will learn table 3.6 nicely. So I am ending my lecture here. In next class, next lecture I will start from characteristics of mixture. Thank you.